Hello, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you about layers. As in most Adobe software, they all have a feature called layers, and they all work fairly the same way. Layers are very helpful if you have multiple objects on a file and you need to access them quickly. If you don't see your layers feature in your sidebar, anything that you can't find, if you go to Window, you can scroll through and activate several palettes. If it doesn't have a check beside it, then that means it's not open. As you can see, Layers does not have a check by it, and I want to open it, so I'll click Layers. And now my Layers palette is open. Right now, what you see here in this logo, everything is on one layer. Do not confuse layers with the actual sublayers that you see. These are not layers. This is. You can also see that it's very similar to what Photoshop and InDesign use as layers. By clicking this icon next to the trash can, I can create new layers. So for example, I'll take this, I will cut it, and I'm going to put it on the very top layer. You'll notice it highlights green because that is the highlight color of the layer. And like in other software, if I turn the eyeball off, I can then hide that layer's content and manipulate into other layers. So now I have 3 items in 3 layers. It helps to name the layers what's on the layer so that you can navigate them easily. With 3 layers, it's pretty easy to figure out, but when you start getting into larger files, you may have to name the layers so that you can tell what's on there. I'm going to go ahead and name these layers. Just by double clicking on the layer name, it automatically highlights. Once it's highlighted, you can then type in whatever you want to name the layer. Now I can access the layers by turning them on and off, and I can even lock the layers if I don't want that object to be selected or moved. That's how you manipulate layers in Adobe Illustrator.